body myself, walking through and discussing the work that you did on pages 14 through 18. And now today I'm going to go through and model for you, again identifying the main idea, and now just focusing on this one page. We've learned that sometimes the main idea is stated directly in the text, and sometimes we have to work really hard as readers to infer the main idea. So you can see right here, this is the graphic organizer we've been working on as I modeled pages 6 and 7, 12 and 13, and now we're here on page 12. So I'm going to zoom in on this graphic organizer, and I am on page 21 in the text, and I am looking for the main idea, or what this section of the text is mostly about. So I see the illustration here. The nonfiction text feature again is also helping my comprehension. I would predict before I even start reading that this page is going to be mostly about either them eating or even fangs or possibly venom, because I see these drops coming from the teeth. So that's also making an inference as a reader. Really good readers put together their background knowledge, again with what they're reading in the text and seeing here in the illustration, to make an inference or decision about what might be here on the text page. So let's get started. I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can follow along. Pit vipers and many other snakes kill their prey with poisonous venom. When the snake bites, muscles squeeze the poison from special glands on either side of its head behind the eye. Teeth called fangs inject the poison into the prey. The fangs of vipers are in the front of their mouths and fold against the roof when not in use. So I guess they go like up into their mouth so they're not like piercing their tongue. When a viper opens its mouth to bite, the fangs swing out and pierce the prey, injecting deadly poison. Some other poisonous snakes, such as coral snakes, have fixed fangs that lie at the back of the mouth. So I guess some snakes have their fangs like back here. So this page, this section of the text, when I'm talking about the main idea, I want to know like what was it mostly about. So I know that it talked a lot about venom and how it's produced. The main idea of page 21 is, I could say something like teaching the reader how venom is produced. Now I need to find two key details that support this main idea. So I might see that written as a detail from the text that supports this main idea is, well, when I go back to the text, I learn that the venom is produced in those special glands that are just behind the snake's eyes. Right in this section of the text here, where it talks even about like the muscles that squeeze the poison from those glands on either side of its head behind the eye. So I'm going to include this detail on my graphic organizer. I'm going to put it in my own words though. The venom is produced in special glands and moves into the snake's teeth. That's really what I learned here. It's produced in the glands and then moves down to the teeth called fangs. I could even include that, teeth/fangs. Now I need, the second supporting detail. Well, if we're talking about how snakes' bodies produce venom, and we've talked about how they come from those glands, then I might want to pick up from there and say, kind of this part where then the fangs inject the poison into the prey. I know that really what I'm trying to learn is how snakes use these different characteristics to survive in their environment. So the snake's fangs bite into and inject the poison into its prey. Again, you may have had something slightly different in your brain as we were reading through and trying to figure out the main idea and supporting details. Today will be your final day working on this graphic organizer. Today you are going to go on to pages 22 and 23. So you're looking at these two pages in the text, and you are going to identify the main idea of these two pages and key supporting details. Great job!